So that was very different kind of prayer we saw last time. But anyways, we'll chant the Mangalachal prayers and then we'll discuss something. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakhaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padkamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagar Jatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Advaitam Satam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Shakha Vitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaur Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jayatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kancana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vijvanu Sute Devi Pranami Hari Priye वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे once again हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे one more time हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So last time we were discussing about prayers of Kunti Devi, and today we'll discuss something about prayers, not prayers, but about the feminine form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna, he is called Shaktiman. So Shaktiman means he has what he has. Why someone becomes Shaktiman? Because he has got Shakti, he has got power. That's why he is Shaktiman. So that Shakti of Krishna, what is that Shakti of Krishna? Something related to that, something about Krishna also, because uh, it is not very easy for anyone to understand about the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. In fact, they are the most misunderstood pastimes in whole scriptures, the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. And Krishna comes and performs so many pastimes, and people have questioned why did Krishna do this, why Krishna did that, or they just don't accept Krishna's supremacy. So, something about the supremacy of Krishna and who is Srimati Radharani. So, we'll discuss something about that today. We'll also discuss that is upcoming festival, day after tomorrow is Vaman Dwadashi. One form of the Supreme Lord is Vaman, Vaman Dev. And Lord appeared in the form of Vaman Dev to give special blessings to his great devotee. You know what's his name? Bali Maharaj, that's there. But he appeared on the prayers of whose prayers? Bali Maharaj. But Bali Maharaj didn't pray for actually Vaman Dev. But who prayed for Vaman Dev to appear? So that, like Krishna appeared, who prayed for Krishna's appearance? Many demigods. You see, prayers by demigods. There is a chapter in Srimad Bhagavatam, prayers by the demigods. Actually, many times this question is asked that why Krishna comes only in India? Why not in Africa? Why not in Europe? Why not in USA? Why not in Australia? Why all the incarnations also come only in India? So many incarnations are there. Last time we discussed. All the incarnations you'll find somewhere in India only, some place where the Lord appeared. Just like A few months back, I went to Ahobilam with the devotees of Hyderabad. So there is a place, Ahobilam, and is also called Ahobalam. Like the demigods are saying, oh, how much power Krishna has. Ahobalam, how much bal he has got. So this is Ahobalam. This place is there in Karnataka. Appearance of Lord Nrsimhadev. So we posted our video on Travis Sankirtan Party. So somebody posted, but we have heard that Nrsimhadev appeared in other place, somewhere in UP. There is a city called Hardoi. Heard this name, Hardoi? So somebody made a comment that Hardoi means the place where Hari ka Drohi was born. Hardoi, if you expand it, then Hari ka Drohi, Hiranyakashipu. So he was there in that city. So they were asking, is it Ahobilam or is it Hardoi? Where did Lord appear? So like that, sometimes some confusion is there, but actually it's not confusion. Our acharyas explained that these pastimes happen eternally on this planet, eternally in this universe. Like Krishna comes, Lord Rama comes, it keeps on going on this Leela. So every time when these pastimes are happening, there are some difference in details. Like sometimes this pastime can happen in the area of UP. This is the place got the name Hardoi. Sometimes this pastime happened in the area of Ahobilam. So there we have got a big pillar. It's a mountain only. And it says that Lord came out. And then in Ahobilam we go, you find that so many temples based on the pastimes of Lord Nrsimha killing Hiranyakashipu. So many temples. It's like the whole mountain, you just keep on walking whole day, that is also less. It's called Nav Narsimha Kshetra, place of 9 Nrsimhadev pastimes. So like that, India is full. So someone may ask you, why Krishna, generally people ask, why Krishna comes or his incarnations, why only in India? Why only somewhere from Kerala to Jammu Kashmir? Why not in Africa? Why not in South America? Why not in North America? Why not in Japan? So what's your answer if somebody asks you? Huh? You want to know, you have to have some answer. No? Somebody may ask you, why he is coming here only? Why not somewhere else? The question is something else, your answer is on different level. Yes, bro. Okay, people of India pray for the Lord. That's quite good answer. Yes. Yeah, they didn't mention that you appear in kind of, they just mentioned go on the Prithvi. There is so much of utpat, so much of trouble created by the Kansa and all the demons. Actually, you see, Krishna need not to come here, yes? So that's why he comes. He is the holy land, that's why he comes, or because he came, it became holy land. How is it? See, we go to Vrindavan because it is a holy place. Or Vrindavan became holy because we went there. It's for us, actually, Vrindavan is holy place. That's why we go there. Correct? Vrindavan is holy place, that's why we go there. It's not other way. So, yeah, bro, you want to say? A very good answer. Many yogis and Brahmins, they all stay. Yes, Sanjay, you want to say something? Yeah, to protect his devotees, Lord come on this place because this place is filled with his devotees. And this was the capital of it. The whole planet was known as Bharat Varsha. Like right now, the current government is planning to rename India to Bharat. So the whole planet was known as actually Bharat Varsha. And in this whole planet of Bharat Varsha, this particular tract of land was the capital. Was the capital. So all these events are true. Actually, see, Krishna, as I was saying, doesn't need to come here. He doesn't need to come here. He's quite happy at his own place. But he comes here because of the call of his devotees. Because his devotees call him and they request him. And he says in Gita, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha duskritam dharma samsthapanartha. So because his devotees are here, they pray for him, and that's why he come on this part of the planet. Other places, there are hardly any devotees. All are into all kind of, even they are not living life of a human being as per scriptures. Their life is very demoniac. Life is very much just around eating, sleeping, mating, defending. It's like that. So he comes exclusively for his devotees, and this is the place of his devotees. And that's why you will see any incarnation has come only because Lord has prayed for it. Sorry, the devotees have prayed for it. Somewhere, at some place, some devotee prayed for it, and that's why Lord appeared. So, like for Krishna to appear, demigods prayed for it. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, why did he appear? Who prayed for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance? Yeah. Advaita Acharya, Sri Advaita Acharya in Mayapur Dham, seeing the terrible situation on the planet, that how people have become so atheistic and they are demigod worshippers and they have become demoniac. What did he do? He prayed. How did he pray? He prayed by offering Ganga and Tulsi to Shaligram Shila. Shaligram Shila is a small stone which has got all the marks of Krishna's special marks like Sankh, Chakra, special marks are there. Natural stone with special marks found in the Gandaki river in Nepal, flows from Nepal. So he was worshipping Shaligram, praying, Lord, please come, please come. The world is in terrible situation. And that's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. So any incarnation comes because there's a prayer. And in the western side of the planet, nobody prays. So there's no incarnation. Then there Lord sends his messengers. Like Jesus Christ came or Prophet Muhammad came. So somewhere Lord directly comes, and to some places he sends his messengers. Like Srila Prabhupada went from India to US to spread Krishna consciousness. It is mentioned in the scriptures that Bhakti Devi says that in Kali Yuga people will become too materialistic on this part of land and they will not accept me. I will leave this and I will go to the Western world. And there I will become devotee, and then again I will come back to India. So there's written scriptures, and we can see that happening, that how the whole Bhakti movement shifted from India to West when Srila Prabhupada was preaching. And people in those countries, thousands of people became devotees. And then again they came back to India, and now India it is flourishing with so many people taking up Krishna consciousness around the country. So many temples, so many devotees. So this is Vaman Dwadashi, which is going to happen day after tomorrow. So, and that also happens to be Ekadashi fasting day, very special day. So you all must try to practice more on that particular day. So as I said that today we will discuss something, some pastimes of it goes in different ways. So Radha Ashtami, Srimati Radharani's appearance day was yesterday. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita in one of the words, very famous verses there. You all must have heard almost in every time we hear about Krishna's appearance, we discuss this verse. What is that? Janma karma chame divyam evam yoveti tatvata taktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti swarjuna. One who knows my janma, my birth, one who knows my karma, my activities. Janma karma chame divyam. One who knows that they are divya. Taktva deham, after giving up this body, taktva deham punarjanma. There is no more birth. Naiti mameti sarjana. There is no more birth. So this particular verse is spoken in Bhagavad Gita. So many times people, sometimes those who are very logical understanding, they say, why the God has to be always a man? Like we are where Krishna or Narayan or Vishnu or Narsimha. So one devotee was sharing this, that he was traveling in the train and one lady asked him, seeing a monk is sitting, that why the God has to be a man only? Because the more the world goes on with more of gender equality and equal rights and yeah, I mean the ladies, like government has recently passed some women reservation bill, so all those things are there. So they have this feeling that why the God also, not they all, but someone asked, why the God also has to be always a man? Why can't be he a woman? Why can't be a lady? Why he has to only be a male? So actually you have to understand that God is neither male nor female. I mean, we have made this uh, because our understanding is of only male and female. But God is something who is complete. If we say God is only man, then it doesn't have any qualities. How the women are coming in this world? If God is only female, then how this? Because God is the source. He's source for everything in this world, so he has to be source for everything. And because if he's source for everything, everything should be in him. Just like a small child is there, and sometimes father becomes very heavy on the child. Child doesn't want to go close to the father. Father will call, so come, he will not come because father was very heavy or angry. But again, if who can call the child? The mother can call. The mother will say. So sometimes in some religion or in many religion of this world, there is not much idea of who is God. There is very vague or there is very general idea that God is very powerful, and if you do anything wrong, He will punish. He will send us to the hell, and if we do something good, then He will take us to the heaven. He's watching us, He's judging us, He will reward us or He will punish us. So the idea is something who is very heavy and who is very mighty. He's controlling the whole universe. He must be a man. But the other form, where God can be full of love, full of compassion, full of a lot of very merciful to all the living entities, very caring. So that kind of example is not seen generally in the various religions of the world. We see so many religions are there. These religions have developed over a period of time due to different levels of people understanding. What's that? We have discussed that in Secret of the Success seminar. How the various religions of the world develop. How the different religions of the world, how do they develop? Like some are based on the fear, that I have fear. So I am very fearful. So I just pray, please forgive me. I have done something wrong. I am ready to pay some fine and I am ready to uh, do atonement for it. Please forgive me. So based on fear. Some religions they have developed out of people's desire or greed, that I want this, I want that, and I have heard that if I pray to God, He will fulfill my desire. He'll give me whatever I want. So I just go and pray to Him. These are my requirements. These are my day-to-day requirements. Give me. So that is based on greed or desire. And the next level of religion is based on gratitude or duty. One feels obliged. Oh, God is giving so much. He's giving me food. He's giving me water. He's giving me oxygen. Isn't it? We cannot develop a single grain of rice in any factory, can we? Is there any factory where you can get rice? Huh? We cannot get. Is there any factory where you can get milk? We cannot get, isn't it? Recently we were traveling to Delhi, even in Mumbai it is there. Our scriptures mention 7 kinds of mother. They are showing our devotees. See, there's the 8th mother here in Delhi. That's called Mother Dairy. Is it there in Mumbai? Not so much. Not so much. But Delhi it is very prominent. Mother Dairy. But there's no such mother mentioned in scriptures. The scriptures mention only about 7 mothers. 7 types of mother. One of them is cow. So the milk which you are drinking every day, can we get that from any factory? No, it has to come either from a cow. In today's generation time, people are using buffalo, or it has only come from the mother's body. There's no other way to get milk on this planet. Only there's no factory, No, what we are getting sometime outside is all like chemical and chemical milk. So we are feeling very obliged, duty bound, that God is giving so many things. I feel duty bound for the kind of food, oxygen, water, air, breathing air, and all these natural resources and all this natural beauty which is there. If the plane is flying in the air, why? Because there is some air and atmosphere, and there's a pressure difference which makes the plane fly. If there's nothing like that, plane won't fly in the air. So all these things are there because God is providing. If someone is giving me so much, so I feel obliged to that person. So I feel very duty bound. So I say, oh, I must thanks him. I must pay him back little bit whatever I can do as a offering. Like people have this chadhava or bhoga or whatever. So whatever we eat, we put it back as an offering before we eat. Some offering, a fruit, a flower. Krishna says in Gita, patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam. Offer something, not much, something. Or we earn, so we make a sacrifice of our earning to propagate Krishna consciousness. Because we think Krishna is giving us so much. Krishna says in 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita that not only he gives us food, water, not only gives us all the resources and all the food to live and eat, but he says, Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashrita Pranapan Samayukta Pachami Anna Chaturvidham. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva. I am in the form of a Krishna's one form is Vaishwanara. He says, I am in that form. I am in that form. Praninam Deham Ashrita. I am in the body of living beings. And what I am doing there? I am helping them to digest whatever they are eating. Pranapan Samayukta Pachami Anya Chaturvidham. 4 kinds of food we eat, like something we chew, something can be licked, something can be sucked. So like that. 4 and drink. So 4 kinds of food we have. He said, I am the one in your belly of every living entity helping to digest that food. If he stops digesting, then whatever we eat, everything will get stuck here. Everything will be stuck in the stomach. It will not get even digested. He says, I digest. It is in Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 15, verse number 13 or 14. He says, I digest that food. So one will feel so obliged. Like we go to doctor and little bit health issue, he gives a medicine, we get cured. We are so thankful to the doctor. And we give nice Google review to the doctor. We recommend others to the doctor. And if it's a really good doctor, you can go to him. Google will also ask, how was your review to this hospital? How was your visit to this hospital? Give a Google review. Help others know. So we feel some kind of obligation to all these people who are materially helping us. How much we have to be obliged to God who gives so much. So then that religion is based on the level of gratitude that I am obliged. So fear, above fear, what was next? Desire, next to desire, gratitude or duty. And the topmost level is called love. Out of love for Krishna. One doesn't want anything, but he has so much of love for Krishna that out of love only he feels devotion. Just he loves. Just like in the beginning, a mother and an infant child, the relationship is completely based on the love. Mother doesn't expect anything. She just naturally loves the child. And the child is small, if you have 6-7 months old child, you take them in your lap, they start crying because by the hand they understand who is carrying me. If mother is carrying, they know they are in mother's hand, they are safe. They go in some other hand, they realize that the hand has changed. They are small, 6 months old, 7 months old, but they realize the hand has changed, even if they are not able to talk or see something. So that's out of love for mother and child. They have so much of love. Mother serves the child. So the devotion which is based on love is the topmost devotion, based on love for Krishna, irrespective of whatever happens in my life. So if we connect with the last Sunday class, then Kunti Devi's love, she's not saying you come and help us and you give us this and that. She's just saying because there are problems, you always come. And so better to have problems, because if there are problems, you will come and we will have your darshan. She is not saying that you come and solve my problem, but since you come, we will have your darshan. And if we have your darshan, we'll remember you. Then we don't have to take birth again on this planet. So better to be always in problems. She says like this. So out of love is the, we can say, topmost. Not we can say, but that is the truth. Topmost way of devotion. So Krishna has got his Shaktiman, he has got all the Shakti. But this Shakti or this power, this is the feminine part of Krishna. Shakti, the feminine part of Krishna. Just like if we throw any object, any ball or anything, the ball is carrying some energy. Who gave that energy to the ball? We gave. If I throw something, I gave the energy to the ball. It's not that ball went on its own. I gave the energy. So there is some energy which is moving the ball, but the energy comes from a person who is energetic. Similarly, this whole world is working under someone's nature. But whom that nature belongs to? Prakriti, we call it Prakriti, but whom that Prakriti belongs to? Just like in this world, we see behind every source of energy, behind every energy, there is a source of energy. Whether it is this electric bulb or any object, behind that functioning, if there's energy involved, there has to be a source of energy. Similarly, so much we see in this planet, in this world, in this universe, all people say the nature is working so nice, the nature is so perfect, the sun is rising on the time, the sun is setting on the time, we can calculate when the eclipses will happen, all those things are there. But all those things are there, why? Because all this energy is controlled by a person who is the energetic, who carries energy, who is the Shaktiman. And that Shaktiman has got his energies, multiple energies. That is called Shakti. And the first expansion, we can say, of the Shaktiman into Shakti is Srimati Radharani. And then further she expands into various forms, which will see today in our further course of discussion. So we hear so much every Sunday, we hear about Krishna, about his pastimes, about the Bhagavad Gita which he has spoken. See, it is said by the Acharyas, and even we can understand, just like the example is given, just like you see a dry grass and you see a green grass. What is the difference? What is the basic difference we can say? Why the green grass has become dry grass? Because it got either death or it got disconnected with the roots. Like sometimes they have a chopping machine and they cut off the extra grass. So it is got disconnected from the roots. So when a grass is connected with the root, the grass is green. When the grass is disconnected with the roots, it is dead. Similarly, our acharyas explain that just like we are connected with Krishna, we are evergreen. We will feel fresh. We will flourish in our spiritual life. And when we are disconnected with Krishna, then we will feel very low, will perish. So connection with Krishna, flourish. Disconnection with Krishna, perish. Simple to remember. Flourish and perish. So like that, we see so many places Krishna's deity, Krishna's temple, and people pay obeisances. But we always find that there is always a lady with Krishna, Srimati Radharani. Or if you go to Lakshmi Narayan temple, so you'll see Narayan and Lakshmi. Or you go to the temple of Sita Ram temple. So the deity of Lord Ram and Sita Devi. Generally, you will never find Krishna deity alone. Some ancient temples may have just only Vishnu deity. But there also, there is Lakshmi Devi, which is in a small form. Small, like not seen directly. Like we go to Tirupati, then we take darshan of Balaji, isn't it? But in the same Balaji temple, on the left and right, there is Sri Devi and there is Bhu Devi. Now, that is not very much known, we don't see that, but it's there. So, any Vishnu temple, wherever there's a worship going on, proper worship going on, even if there is a main deity, maybe of a stone or metal, maybe only primarily Krishna or Vishnu, you will always find a deity of Lakshmi or Radha or some like this, the feminine form of the god nearby, maybe a small one. So it's always there. And they come in this world to perform various pastimes to attract living entities. The whole purpose is to attract the living entities. Just like suppose a person is there who is very rich. He has got so much of wealth. He has got a big bungalow with many, many rooms. He has got so many vehicles. He has got so much of land. He has got all opulences, so much. But he is only alone, no one with him. So how much he will enjoy? Will he be happy? Why? Why you want to be happy? Why? He has everything, whatever we need in the life. He has got wealth, he has got vehicles, he has got property, bungalow, everything, land, everything he has. Material assets, everything is there, but he's all alone. He cannot share with anyone. There's no one with whom he can show, talk, or anything. But suppose if he has got many children, his house is filled with, 1 dozen children, there are ladies, there are other men. So then it will be so dynamic. They will have so much of interaction whole day going on, playing, talking, laughing. When the pleasure is more, when he's alone or when he's with a group, when he has got his family members. Correct? When the family is there, the pleasure is very much extended. In the similar way, Krishna, Eko Bahunam Yo Vidhati Kama. There's a verse in the Upanishads. Eko, one person. Eko Bahunam. One person becomes Bahunam. Bahunam means many. Eko Bahunam Yo Vidhati Kaman. For what purpose? For the sake of just enjoying. For the sake of enjoying. From one, he becomes many. Just for the sake of enjoying. And even when Lord comes here, he performs various pastimes. Like we see this pastime of Ram and Sita. Now Lord Ramchandra appeared and he was there all around going with Vishwamitra Muni to kill all the demons. After killing all the demons, where did Vishwamitra Muni took to Ramchandra? After killing all the demons, where was he taken? Ramchandra, where was he taken by Vishwamitra Muni? Mithila. Mithila. And there is Mother Sita. Now Mother Sita, when she was a small child, one time she was playing with her friends in a garden. And the girl said that we need those flowers, but they all were small girls, so they couldn't catch the flower. So Sita Devi said, no issues. I'll just go house, get something, and we'll pull the branch down and get the flower. She went out, she saw one dhanush. She picked up the dhanush, got it to the garden, and pulled the branch down and got the flowers. When the soldiers saw that, they reported to Janak Maharaj. They said, this is not an ordinary girl. To lift that dhanush, it would require thousands of soldiers. That was known as Shiv Dhanush. Thousands of soldiers. And this small girl is just lifting like a toy. So Janak Maharaj became very worried. Why was worried? What was the reason of worry? He thought, now, oh my God, this girl is so powerful. If I have to marry her, I'll need a person who is equally powerful. Huh? Who is equally powerful. Because if she marries to any common man, that common man, she will touch and he will become powder. Because she is so powerful. She is able to lift Shiv Dhanush just with her left hand like a toy. So when Lord Ramchandra came to Mithila with Vishwamitra Muni, Lord Ramchandra is the idol among the men. It's called Maryadha Purushottam. Maryadha Purushottam is the one who follows all the rules and regulations in the topmost way. Maryadha Purushottam. So when Ramchandra, he came to Mithila with Vishwamitra Muni, he was going towards the palace of Vishwamitra Muni, and he saw Mother Sita in the garden. And Mother Sita also saw. And Lord Ramchandra felt, who is this lady? She is so beautiful, moon-like face, and very attractive. And Mother Sita also saw Lord Ramchandra. Who is this man? He is so young, powerful Kshatriya, so attractive, and there's a natural attraction for each other. So these pastimes are described in Ramayana. And when there was Swayamvar and so many kings assembled, they tried to lift Dhanush, but nobody could lift. And as soon as Lord Ramchandra lifted it and he tried to tie the rope around it, what happened? What broke? The Dhanush broke. The Dhanush broke. The bow and arrow, the bow broke. And then Mother Sita goes and she garlands Ramchandra and she gets married to Ramchandra. Is it that the time when Lord Ram and Mother Sita got married first time? They are eternal. They are eternal. They are always there. Like there is a planet in the spiritual world in Vaikuntha Loka that's called Saket Dham or Ayodhya Dham. And in Ayodhya Dham, they are eternally residing. But they come on this planet to perform some pastimes, to perform some leela. And by these pastimes, by these leela, they attract all the living entities towards them. So further we see Mother Sita gets kidnapped and then Hanumanji gets into the action, finds out Mother Sita, and after finding out brings back Mother Sita to Lord Ramchandra. So the lesson is there that similarly Sita is energy of Rama. And when the energy is separated from the energetic, then the job of the devotee is to bring the energy back. Similarly, Lakshmi is the energy of Narayan. When Lakshmi is separated from Narayan in the way we see in this world, everyone is trying to get Lakshmi. Isn't it? Everyone's attempt is to get more and more Lakshmi, more and more money. Money, if we have to tell the script in the very nice way, it is Lakshmi. Everyone wants Lakshmi, more and more money, more and more money. But the job of the deity, just like the job of the devotee, just like what Hanumanji did. Hanumanji got Sita and connected to Ramchandra. Similarly, the job of the devotee is to bring Lakshmi back to Narayana, is to reconnect Sita with Lord Ramchandra, is to reconnect all the souls who are suffering in this world, who are actually energy of Krishna, bring them back to Krishna. That's why we have these programs. That's why we go sometime for book distribution. That's why we go out and tell people, come to temple, chant Hare Krishna with us. That's why we all are here. Okay, we understand this philosophy. So, okay, I understand Krishna is God. Radharani is the Supreme Mother. Krishna is Supreme Father. Fine. So, what is my role now? What I am supposed to do? Bring all the children back to the Supreme Father and Supreme Mother. Bring them back. Bringing them back by encouraging them to practice Krishna consciousness, by encouraging them to chant Hare Krishna mantra, by encouraging them to develop Krishna consciousness, give up bad habits. So that is the job or that is the responsibility of the devotees. That is what we are supposed to do. So they have their eternal leela, eternal pastimes. It's not that Radha and Krishna only came in Vrindavan 5,000 years back to perform the leela in Dwapar Yuga. No. Radha and Krishna, they are ultimate, they are eternal personalities residing in a spiritual world in a dham called Golok Dham. But from Golok Dham, when they come to this planet, Radharani is born to someone else, Krishna is born to someone else, like Krishna is in the house of Nand Maharaj and Yashoda Maiya. Who is father and mother of Radharani? Brij Bhanu, Vrish Bhanu, and mother's name? Kirtida Devi. Vrijvanu Sute Devi. We chant this, no? Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi, Radhe Vrindavaneshwari. Vrijvanu Sute Devi, Pranamami, Hari Priya. Many names of Radharani. So Brijvanu and Kirtida's daughter, Radharani. And they come, then they meet, and then there are pastimes happen. In Golok Vrindavan, there is no need for Srimati Radharani and Krishna to get married because marriage and rules are made for people of this planet. Not this planet, but in this universe. The rules are made for them. So, okay, there is a proper, otherwise there are no rules. Now only we see there are so many illicit relationships. And because of illicit relationships, so much of trouble, fight, killing, everything. So, here the system is there, okay, you get married and be satisfied with your wife, stay with your wife and perfect your life. They will support each other and become Krishna conscious. That is ideally one supposed to do. But for Krishna, he doesn't need to do that when he comes here. We cannot apply the rules of human being on God. Just like you cannot apply the rules of the factory on the owner of the company. Like the staff has to come, and to get into the office, he has to put his card or thumbprint. He has to mark attendance. Does the owner also has to mark attendance? He will also come and mark attendance? No, he doesn't need to mark attendance. He can park his vehicle wherever he wants. He can sit on any chair. He can go to canteen and take any food. He owns, and because of his being a owner, there is no rules and regulations for him. But everyone else in the company has to follow the rules and regulations. In the similar way, when Krishna comes on this planet, we should not try to bind him under rules and regulations, which is meant for human being. So we cannot say, oh, Krishna did not marry to Radharani, why is dancing with him? In fact, what he can dance with with her, he can dance with every woman, because every woman is actually energy of Krishna. Not every woman, every man is also energy of Krishna. So he has the right over every living entity, whether man or woman. So actually everyone, when they are saying, she is my wife, actually she is property of Krishna. And he has taken that property of Krishna and he claims that she is my wife. But he said that is property of Krishna. Everything is owned by him. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that Maya Dakshena Prakriti Suyate Characharam. I own this whole planet. So everything on this planet, whether it is gold, whether it is silver, like somebody sometimes they see, these are fools, they are giving so much gold in the temple. Whom does this gold belongs to? Whom does this silver belongs to? Sometimes people say, they are fools giving so much money in the temple. Whom does that money belong to? It's not. Were we born with that money? Like when we were born, along with our birth, there was so much of cash also came out of mother's womb. None of us were born with anything. How we were born? How much clothes? Few garments, like gold garments and everything. Nothing. We were born penniless. It's so amazing it is, no? Even not a cloth on the body. Not a cloth on the body. Not to speak of money. And when we get money in this world, we think this is now mine. And then we get so many pockets. Now now I don't see, but there used to be a little cargo pants, cargo pants. Nowadays you don't have that in the market much. It should have like, 9-10 pockets, you can just load it with whatever you wish. That's why Vedic style, Vedic culture was, the dressing was itself in a way that no pockets, no holding system. So earlier in Vedic time, ladies would wear sari, no pockets in sari. And men would wear uttari and dhoti, no pockets in uttari and dhoti. Is there any pockets uttari and dhoti? Nothing. Like this dhoti, no pockets in it. So ladies will wear sari, no pockets. Men would wear dhoti, no pockets. The culture of holding was not there. Now we have got so many pockets. One pocket is from front, then one pocket is from inside. You have got few pockets in the pant, then from inside few pockets. Like sometimes some people come and they will, they'll go and their hand will go like this and they'll pull out some money. So we are holding so much of money, thinking what? This is my money. Baba, you are not born with that. And when we die, we are not going to take, at least 1 rupee we will take with us. No? Nothing. That's why the job of devotee, the job of someone who is practicing Krishna consciousness, to realize this, everything belongs to God. Give back. Give back. As much as you can give back. And you will see, you will get back more. Krishna says, you take 1 step towards me, I take 10 steps towards you. You give back. The more we try to hold, it gets released. We keep on losing. Cannot hold anything. Can't hold this body only. What to speak of other assets. So that's why we have to understand that every asset, everything on this planet belongs to God. If everything belongs to God, then use everything in His service. That is the real understanding. So similarly, Srimati Radharani, she is the energy of Krishna. If Krishna is enjoying with his own energy, what's wrong? His own energy. It's not like your energy or anyone else's energy. It is his energy only. And he can do whatever he likes to with his own energy, with his own expansion. So that is understanding. So there are few slides we can understand, although we have discussed so much before, that Krishna is not any common person. What he says in Bhagavad Gita, Divya Sarga Adi Karta Tritvam. I am the creator of this whole universe. He is the creator of this whole universe. If he dances with few girls of the planet, why he has to be accused for that? He is the creator of whole universe. He created every living entity. Why can't he dance with them? Says in Gita, Brahma Rudra Adi Mohanam. He is so attractive that even Brahma and Shiva are bewildered. Even they are bewildered. There are so many pastimes where Brahma got bewildered, Lord Shiva got bewildered, seeing the divine pastimes of Krishna. Says, Name Bhakta Pranashyati. I declare that my devotees will never perish. It says, Bhakta Prarabdha Vidvamsam. I destroy the sinful karma of my devotees. Bhakta Prarabdha Vidvamsam. Vidvamsam. I destroy the karma of my devotees. If someone is so powerful, he can destroy the karma of his devotees, how can he get into lusty affairs? How is it possible? It's not possible. We can get into lusty affairs, we get attracted, we think I am this body, but God is not getting into this. If he was so weak, how come, he can destroy the sinful reactions? How can? So he says, I destroy that. I am the creator. There's a beautiful pastime of Krishna, that Krishna, who was the guru of Krishna? Sandipani Muni. So after the whole teaching was given and over, then the Guru Mata, the wife of Sandipani Muni, she came and said, My dear boy, Krishna, I heard you are very powerful. Since you want to give us Guru Dakshina, you know what she asked in Guru Dakshina? Can you get my son back alive? Because their son passed away. So, can you get my son back alive? Bring my son back alive. And what did Krishna do? He really got the son back alive of his guru. Can we give such kind of gift or returns to our teacher? Suppose if a teacher teaches us and his son or daughter passed away, says, okay, I taught you so much. Now my son passed away, can you get him back? My daughter passed away, can you get him back? We cannot get the son or daughter back. But Krishna did. When the guru asked, he did bring the son back to life. So, how come the rules and regulations of this planet apply on him? It's very powerful. Further is Ishwaram. Ishwaram. Ishwaram means that he is the controller of everyone. Ishwar, controller. Someone read this paragraph?
Further disadvantage in serving anyone besides Krishna is that when we are in danger, our master may not be able to protect us. If we take shelter of our nation, the nation may be destroyed in war. If we take shelter of our family, they may also die. And as described in the Vedic literature, even the demigods are sometimes defeated by the demons. But since Lord Krishna is described here as Ishvara, or the supreme controller, there is no danger of his being overcome or even impeded by any other power. Thus, Lord Krishna's promise of protection will do.
See, Prabhupada's statements are so amazing. He says, if taken shelter of a nation, it may be destroyed in the war. And we are seeing right now, correct? The war in the Ukraine, so many Indians had gone there. Everyone flew and came back. Similarly, some other time, some other country, some issue is there, come back. So no guarantee. Even if we are taken shelter in this country, suppose we are working under government of India, like I hear right now, Air India, they sold it to Tata. Now many employees were released. They were also told to vacate the houses because Air India doesn't hold anymore those houses. So they served so long to the country, to the particular a field, a department, Air India. But as soon as the country, as soon as this particular company is privatized, the new owners will say, okay, now we don't need you, get out. So that's how is this world. Whomever we are serving, no guarantee. When they can tell us, okay, be on bench, and then later on we can just, our senior tutor saying, one day You'll open the system and you're trying to log in, and then it won't get logged in only because they just fired. And that's how everything is on the cloud, isn't it? On the cloud only they will mark the staff is no more our employee. So when they try on cloud only to connect, now VPN will not connect, login will not happen, server will not connect. You think what's happening today? Nothing connecting. The username doesn't exist anymore. So that's how is the world. So whomever we take shelter in this world is not worth, because they are not ultimate controller. So why we are talking about Krishna? We are talking about Krishna to understand who is now Srimati Radharani, which I will show you in some next slides. So these are some very amazing qualities of Krishna which makes him supreme or master of all. There are so many other incarnations also, but Krishna is beyond that. Why? Because one of his quality it is called Leela Madhurya. Leela Madhurya means by his wonderful pastimes he attracts everyone. He is doing wonderful pastimes and is attracting. Like when we hear those pastimes, we get attracted. Like Mother Yashoda is chastising Krishna and he's playing with his friends. He is attracting all the coward boys, coward men, women. He's attracting Leela. His Leela is so charming. His Leela is so beautiful. It's attracting one and all. So it's called Leela Madhurya, which is very unique because he plays, sometimes Krishna's friend, they say, Krishna, we defeated you in the battle. Now you have to become a horse. We'll jump on your back and you take us on the ride. Now that doesn't happen with Lord Ramchandra. Nobody will dare to do that. And in Vaikuntha Loka, no one will do that with Vishnu. No one can jump on the back of Vishnu. Everyone just offers prayers. But here, the boys are jumping back on Krishna's back. And Mother Yashoda says, Krishna, come for the lunch. Nanda Baba is waiting. And Krishna says, I have to go. The coward boy says, hey, you are getting defeated. That's why you want to go. If you leave now, next time we will not give you entry in our game. And he becomes worried that if I go on the call of Mother Yashoda, I will not be allowed to play next time. So how can I go? That is Leela Madhurya. Very beautiful, enchanting pastimes. That's called Leela. So this is very special in Krishna. 4 things are very special in Krishna. The next is called Prem Madhurya. Prem Madhurya. He is surrounded by loving associates with incomparable sweet prema. He is surrounded by associates where they have so much of love for him. Everyone has so much love for him. All the cowherd ladies, they love Krishna more than their own child. Now we have experience in this world. Generally, all the mothers, they love their children more than other children. Isn't it? All the mothers, they love their children more than other children. But in Vrindavan, it's different. All the ladies, they love Krishna more than their own children. They give varieties of food to their children when they go to play with Krishna and tell, give it to Krishna. So that is prem, so much of love. The next extra thing which is Krishna has is called Venu Madhurya. By his flute, he attracts everyone. He just plays flute and everyone gets attracted. We attract people by doing so much of nonsense. And we post it on the social media. If someone is dancing on the middle of the road, someone is doing something nuisance in the metro, someone is doing some action, jumping, something. Someone is riding on the bike without touching the, handle and is going on. He will make a short out of it. And so we have to do so many things to attract. What Krishna does? Just plays flute. Enough. He's playing a flute, but everyone gets attracted. That is called Venu Madhurya. And the last one, someone knows? Not exactly. That is comes under Prema. Huh? Roop Madhurya. Roop Madhurya means he is very, 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 very attractive. His beauty is incomparable. His beauty is incomparable. And so much so his beauty is there that beauty also attracts all the species, not only men, even cows, even peacocks, even calves. Every living entity gets attracted to Krishna. Every living entity is so beautiful. The roop, so beautiful. So these are 4 exclusive qualities which is found only in Krishna. Leela Madhurya, Prem Madhurya, Venu Madhurya, and Roop Madhurya. Only found in Krishna. Is so attractive. He attracts everyone. And in this world, Krishna has got his two energies. Now we'll discuss little ahead about this. He has got two energies. One is called his internal energy and one is called external energy. Like it says in the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Devi Esha Gunamai Mam Maya Durattaya. It's very difficult to overcome Maya. That is external energy. And he has this energy, internal energy. That is Srimati Radharani. What is that verse in Gita? Someone knows where Krishna talks about his internal energy? It comes in the 8th chapter. Mahatmanastu mam partha devim prakriti mashrita bhajante ananya manso gyatva dem bhutam avyam. Says Mahatmanastu mam partha, those who are my great devotees, devim prakritim ashrita, they are under the shelter of my divine energy, my transcendental energy, my spiritual energy. And those who are not his devotees, he says for them, mam maya durattaya, devi esha gunamai mam maya durattaya. So we have to choose under which energy we want to be. Like you see Durga Devi, her photo, what she has got in her hand? Trident, Trishul, and she is pushing all the living trees, giving them punishments. Adi Bhautik, Adhyatmik, and Adi Devik. Three kinds of tapa she is giving, pushing. And that's how one is going in the cycle of birth and death, birth and death. So both the energy Krishna mentioned in Gita, we have to decide whether you want to be under the external energy and get the three tap, or you want to be under the internal energy, the most merciful Srimati Radharani. So every living entity in this world is enchanted by Cupid. Cupid is called Kamdev. Like when man sees a woman, as soon as there's attraction. Why the attraction is there? Because there's a Cupid. And he has got his arrows. Shoots one arrow. And the person feels attraction towards the opposite sex. Man, woman, woman, man, all that. Cupid. The Cupid tries one time he tried to create distraction for Lord Shiva. When Lord Shiva was doing tapasya. And Lord Shiva got very furious. And what he did? He opened his third eye and that just burnt the Cupid to ashes. Even that Lord Shiva who was not at all disturbed by Cupid, in the sense that he was not attracted to any opposite sex by the arrows of Cupid, that Lord Shiva, when he saw the form of Krishna as Mohini Murti, he got attracted. So Mohini Murti, when he saw, he got attracted so much so that he started running behind Mohini Murti to have union with Mohini Murti, Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva got attracted to Mohini Murti. Nothing happened to him for the Cupid, but to Mohini Murti he got attracted. So that's why, because Krishna is not affected by Cupid, one of the name of Krishna is Madan Mohan. Madan Mohan means, Madan is the name of Cupid. Cupid is known as Madan. Kamdev, name is Madan. And even he gets attracted by Krishna. So that's why Krishna is known as Madan Mohan. One of the name of Krishna is Madan Mohan, who attracts Krishna. So we can try to understand what is the position of Krishna, that even Cupid is attracted by Krishna. Cupid is attracted, that's why it's called Madan Mohan. And the name of Srimati Radharani is Madan Mohan Mohini. One of the name of Srimati Radharani is Madan Mohan Mohini. The one who attracts Krishna is Srimati Radharani. One who attracts Krishna is Srimati Radharani. So we can understand what is the position of Srimati Radharani actually. What kind of level she has. Now going through all these slides, understanding the position of Krishna, understanding Krishna's four exclusive qualities, Leela Madhurya, Roop Madhurya, Venu Madhurya, and Prem Madhurya. And he's attracting everyone so much so that even he's attracting Cupid. And that's why it's called Madan Mohan. That Krishna is attracted by Srimati Radharani. So that is the position of Srimati Radharani. Madan Mohan Mohini. Her name is Madan Mohan Mohini. So we should not think that Srimati Radharani is some girlfriend of Krishna. I mean, not in a very cheap way, and they have some affair. It's not like that. They do pastimes on this planet to attract all the souls. But if we see the position wise, it is beyond our understanding, beyond our level of understanding. They have so intimate pastimes, and such is the love of Krishna for Srimati Radharani. And that's why it's called Madan Mohini, Madan Mohan Mohini. And to understand who is Srimati Radharani, to understand the position of Srimati Radharani, Krishna one time thought that I cannot understand what love Srimati Radharani has, how great she is. He said, I am not able to understand. So what Krishna did for that, you know? What he did? He came as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Like presently we are worshipping Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the deities of Gaur Nitai. So the reason behind Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appearance, the reason behind Krishna to come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is this. In this Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the incarnation of Krishna, comes for this purpose, to understand how great is Srimati Radharani. That's why when Krishna takes the mood of Srimati Radharani, his black form also becomes golden. Krishna is black, but his black forms become golden because it takes the mood of Srimati Radharani, it takes the color of Srimati Radharani to understand how much love Radharani has for me. So what we will understand? When Krishna something says, he's not able to understand what is our position. So what will understand Radharani and what will understand his love and his beauty beyond our understanding. There's a beautiful verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita which you can chant behind me. You hear and then you try to repeat. राधा कृष्ण एक आत्मा दुई देह धरी अन्योन्य विलासे रस आस्वादन करी. Someone read the meaning.
Radha and Krishna are one and the same, but they have only two bodies. Thus they enjoy each other's tasting cup and drop.
Radha Krishna ek atma dui deha dhari. One soul but in two bodies. Why they have done so? Just to enjoy. As we spoke in the beginning, that a person alone with all opulence is not happy. But when he's with family, he is so happy. In the similar way, Krishna expends, that is Srimati Radharani, just to enjoy. That's it. Enjoy more and more, more and more. So it's not that Krishna has got into legal affair, caught some other lady. Everything is his energy. Everything is his expansion. He just expands to enjoy. He just expands. Suppose if someone wants to copy Krishna, then okay, take from your body, expand yourself. Get a female form expanded from your body. And then enjoy. Can anyone do that? No one can do that. Expand from yourself. Take out one body. You cannot do that. But Krishna does. Radha Krishna. So there are beautiful verses glorifying Srimati Radharani by great acharyas. Srila Rup Goswami has written a beautiful Radhika Ashtakam, 1-2 verses from there to tell how glorious, how amazing is Srimati Radharani. And try to repeat behind me. Vishwavandayuta bhivandita piyarama रूपनव्ययौवनादि संपदान यत्समा शीलहार्द लील्या च सायतो अस्ति नाधिका मह्यमात पाद पद्म दाश दास्तु राधिका. Sri Rupa Goswami says that I pray to get some service. Dasha Dastu Radhika. I pray to get some service at the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. So beautiful translation. Someone please read.
Although the goddesses of fortune Lakshmi Devi is adored by the other youthful goddesses who are themselves glorified throughout all the universe, still she is nowhere near to Sri Radhika in the matter of beauty, praiseworthy, youthfulness, or other divine combined opulences. There is no one in the material or spiritual world who is superior to Radhika in the expression of naturally loving pastimes. May Sri Radhika bestow upon me the service of her on own lotus feet.
So that is her. Even she is much, much beyond Lakshmi Devi in all her qualities. There's another one more verse from the same Ashtakam. रास लास गीत नर्म सत्कलाली पंडिता प्रेम रम्य रूप वेश सद्गुणाली मंडिता विश्वनव्य गोपयोषिदालिलो अपि याधिका मह्यमात पाद पद्म दास दास्तु राधिका Again, it talks about how she is full of so many wonderful qualities. Please read.
She is very learned in many transcendental arts, such as performing in the
Okay.
rasa dance, singing, and joking. She is decorated with many divine qualities such as loving nature, exquisite beauty, and wonderful garments and ornaments. Even among the cowherd damsels of Raja, who are praised by the entire universe, she is the best in every way. May Sri Radhika bestow upon me the service of her own lotus feet.
So she said she's expert in all the arts. There are 64 kala, 64 arts. And it is said Srimati Radhan is the one who is expert in all the 64 kala. So we see that in the Braj, we hear about Krishna performing his Ras Leela and so many pastimes. Actually, he is dancing with all his energies, and Srila Sukdev Goswami is explaining these pastimes. Like we hear about Krishna's Ras Leela pastimes. From where do we hear that? From Srimad Bhagavatam. And who spoke Srimad Bhagavatam? Sukdev Goswami. And Sukdev Goswami is a sannyasi. He is a sannyasi. He is completely sense-controlled man. Completely sense-controlled man. One time, Sukdev Goswami went to the courtyard of Janak Maharaj. And Janak Maharaj, just to tell everyone the glories of Sukdev Goswami, just to tell the glories of Sukdev Goswami, he gave him 1 spoon of sugar. Janak Maharaj gave him 1 spoon of sugar. Sukdev Goswami took the sugar on his tongue. The sugar did not melt for 3 days. If you have 1 spoon of sugar on your tongue, what will happen? Huh? Immediately the saliva will come, it will paste and it will go in there. Suppose if we have, what is the sweet today in the lunch, Prabhu? Pineapple halwa. Suppose we tell you, just hold the pineapple halwa on your tongue. You will not able to hold. All the saliva will start. सुन के ही secretion शुरू हो गया है. And here, Sukdev Goswami has got the sugar on his tongue for 3 days as it is. That much sense control he is. This is one example. Like there are so many examples of sense control of Sukdev Goswami. When he describes the Ras Leela pastimes, it is not lusty affair. It is the highest worship of Krishna. We cannot understand that because our understanding is very, very material. He, such personality, will not talk about any lusty affairs of this world. He talks about the topmost transcendental things. So here the meaning is of this verse which is there on the screen from Bhagavatam. It says that anybody who hears about the Krishna's pastimes, especially Ras Leela, from a pure devotee, not you don't have to go and read yourself, but who hears from the mouth of the pure devotee of Krishna. If he hears, what will happen? He will also become a pure devotee of Krishna. So who is that pure devotee? Of course, Prabhupada. But what Prabhupada has told us to do, we will see in coming verses. So Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, but they have become two just for their pastimes. How we can understand about pastimes of Krishna? By developing greed for it. Like in this world, we develop greed for material things. We take interest in material things and we want material things. Similarly, we develop greed to know about Krishna. The same way, the greed is there for money or material things. Same thing has to be transferred to Krishna. Then that greed will help us to know about Krishna. And with that greed, we'll develop determination. All our anarthas will go away. These are slides made by our teacher Rajesh Ampru. So he mentioned that if you want to understand, First read Srila Prabhupada books. He has put in the slide. If you want to understand Radha Krishna pastime, first read books of Srila Prabhupada. Then if the question comes of understanding Radha Rani or Krishna, it is very next level. The first level is just try to read all the pastimes, all the books given by Srila Prabhupada. And if somebody is not reading books of Srila Prabhupada, he will remain unsteady. And when he will try to understand the Rasila pastime, he will feel all lusty. He will feel material emotions, not spiritual emotions. When he starts to understand these very, very secret pastimes, these very, very not they are not common pastimes, but these are very secret pastimes of Krishna. So this is the suggestion that first read books of Srila Prabhupada, try to understand the basic philosophy, try to chant regularly, and then when we are free from all bad habits, when we are free from the sex urge, no more desire for sex in this life, no more affinity for this body, at that time one can understand. This pastimes of Radha and Krishna were spoken by Sukdev Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj, and Parikshit Maharaj and Sukdev Goswami, they were hearing first he starts speaking the first canto, and the pastimes comes in the 10th canto. So first canto was spoken, Sukdev Goswami started speaking the first canto, and that went on for 4 to 5 days, day in, day out, non-stop, without a prasadam break, without a bathroom break. There was no break for continuously 4 or 5 days, till the time they reached on the 10th canto. So if we have that level of determination to hear the pastimes of Krishna, then we can read about the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Can you understand? Sukdev Goswami, I told right now how much was sense control. Now I am telling you, even Parikshit Maharaj, who was listening, when Sukdev Goswami tells Parikshit Maharaj, Parikshit, you are listening, it's almost 3 days non-stop. Why don't you go and take a break, drink some water, stretch yourself, get little relaxed. Parikshit Maharaj says, no, I am getting so much of nectar, I don't want a break. Please go on speaking the pastimes. So 10th canto describes Radha Krishna pastimes. After going through first, second, third, fourth, 9 cantos, that is the criteria that if we feel we are qualified to hear, okay, then we should have non-stop desire to hear lectures from 2 days, 3 days, non-stop. Somebody says, did you take food? No, I am so much immersed in lectures, I don't have time for eating or sleeping. I am just hearing and hearing and hearing. So that is the level, freed from bad habits and all these things, fixed up. So how do we take? We heard few verses behind. I want to take the shelter of the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani by Rupa Goswami. Prabhupada mentions that we can take the shelter only by serving Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Gaur Nitai. By serving in their mission, this ISKCON movement is there, ISKCON mission is there to propagate this message of Bhagavad Gita, to propagate Sankirtan. So the more we do seva here, last time I was also mentioning seva, we all have to find out ways, like some of you helped for Secret of Success seminar last weekend. That is the way, the seva, either through helping in seminar or sharing this knowledge with others. The more we do seva, the more we'll get shelter. So this is a verse which talks in Gita, which talks about Krishna's internal energy. You can chant behind me. Mahatmanastu mam partha Devim prakritimashritah Bhajante ananya manaso Gyatva bhutadim avyayam. The Devi Prakriti or divine energy of mind, Mahatmanastu mam partha, the great devotees, they are taken care by my Devi Prakriti, by my divine energy. And they explain that that divine energy of Krishna is Srimati Radharani, who takes care of the devotees, who are great devotees. So what happens when we take shelter of Srimati Radharani? Prabhupada explains these are the quotations of Srila Prabhupada. We get protection. Someone can read.
Although we have got Krishna's qualities, still we sometimes fall down. So we require protection. Therefore, we chant Hare Krishna, not alone Krishna. We first of all take the shelter of Krishna's energy. Devi, Maya, Radharani in Vrindavan, they chant Radha Krishna, Jai Radha.
Jai Radhe. When I went to Vrindavan first time in 2008, I had gone there with devotees. At that time, there was no electric rickshaw and not many totos. Most of them were pedal rickshaws. So all the rickshawalas, not only they, everyone, rickshawalas going on the road, so much of crowd is there. Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe. He will. That was the way to make the way. And now also if you go to Vrindavan, everyone just says Radhe Radhe. Everyone. Nobody says that Jai Krishna. They say Krishna is our cowherd boy. God for us is Lord Ramchandra. Sitaram is the Bhagwan. Everyone says, whole Braj, only they say Radhe Radhe. Or Hare Krishna. Hare means Radharani, the energy of Krishna. So if you want to experience that, Vrindavan, come with us in November and see how everyone is saying. Every shop wala, rickshaw wala, bike wala, every house, everywhere on the roadside, on the trees, only one thing, Jai Shri Radhe. Everywhere, every building, apartment, only. I will feel it is Krishna's place or it is Radharani's place. So only everywhere just Radhe. Everywhere in the whole Braj, you will find that. That much is the presence. So chanting Hare Krishna means also we pray to Srimati Radharani and pray to Krishna. Please read.
Take shelter of the Devi Maya Radharani, then she will give us intelligence in such a way that we can take shelter of Krishna perfectly.
Yeah. Please read.
Devotees in Vrindavan put themselves under the care of Radharani in order to achieve perfection in their devotional service.
Quoted in Nectar of Devotion. To get perfection in devotional service, one has to serve Srimati Radharani. Please read. This is again a lecture of Srila Prabhupada.
We should worship Radharani first. That is our business. Instead of offering directly one flower to Krishna, we just put it in the hands of Radha. My mother Radha, Jagan Mata. If you kindly take this flower and offer it to Krishna. Oh Radharani, Radharani says, oh, you have bought a flower.
So that's how is the parampara. We give it to Guru, Guru offers it to his Guru, and that's how it goes to Srimati Radharani. And she offers to Krishna. Because if someone goes directly to Krishna, Krishna will say, who is this guy? Get lost. But if he goes through reference, suppose you have to meet some big person, if we directly go, no value. But if you go through a reference, so much of value. So that is also in spiritual world. Actually, it's coming from there only here. It's actually there. So go through reference. Guru gives to his Guru, and that like goes to Srimati Radharani. She gives to Krishna. She says, Krishna is a very nice fellow. Accept him as your devotee. And Krishna says, okay, if you are referring, then I will accept him. So, a simple way to understand how Radharani is more merciful than Krishna. In Janmashtami, one has to fast till midnight. Fasting, if anyone does fasting on Janmashtami, that fasting is till midnight. But on Radhashtami, the fasting is only till afternoon. Only 4 hours of fasting. Janmashtami, whole day till night one has to fast. So Radharani has one other way to understand that she is very, very merciful, very special energy of Krishna. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in the mood of Srimati Radharani. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted Hare Krishna, and he developed so much love that even animals were chanting with him Hare Krishna in the forest of Jharikhand. Jharikhand forest, today is known as Jharkhand. And there so much devotion happened that you see in these photos, the tigers and deers were dancing together, embracing each other. This is an unimaginable view. The tigers and deers are dancing, embracing each other, chanting Hare Krishna in the Jharikhand forest. So that is the power of Harinam, the holy name. And what is the mood? Just like all the gopis, they are feeling, all the gopis headed by Radharani, they always feel separation from Krishna. Where is Krishna? Similarly, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has always taught us to always look for Krishna. Don't think, I am chanting now, Krishna is with me. We are not on that platform. But we are chanting, we are praying to Krishna that one day we'll have your darshan. One day, tears will come from my eyes when I chant your name. That is the love. Just like someone loves someone and that person is lost, dead, or left, or passed away. So as soon as this person will talk about that particular person, his voice will get little choked up, or his eyes will become little teary. Out of remembering the love for that person, his eyes become little moist. Says, starts wiping up the eyes. This is material love. Just imagine what will be the spiritual love. We cannot even imagine. That spiritual love is there. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed that love. He exemplified in his own life that love. A very high level for us to go reach. The sky is the limit. We are right now struggling in chanting our rounds, but Just imagine, so much is there in the spiritual life, no limit. So all this possible by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srimati Radharani ki. Every time you go to the altar, you pray to Srimati Radharani, pray to Krishna. But pray to Srimati Radharani more, because she is more merciful. Also, day after tomorrow happens to be Vaman Dwadashi. So just a little short story. It comes in Srimad Bhagavatam again. Lord Vaman Dev was born to Aditi and Kashyap Muni. So one time there was a big fight between the demons and demigods, and this time the demigods were defeated, and they all ran away, living up their Indraloka, Swargaloka. They ran away. They thought that today the demons are coming with so much of power, we cannot face him. So before trying to attempt to fight also, as soon as they are, there is a charge, they are going to, what you call, capture. They ran away. They became invisible and ran away, left their whole kingdom. All the Swarg got completely empty. And the demons came, they took up all the power, led by Bali Maharaj. So Aditi is the mother of all the demigods. She became very worried. My sons, they left all their houses, left their kingdom, they left their opulence. What to do? She was praying, praying, praying. Her husband came, Kashyap Muni. Said, what happened, Devi? Said, our son has no place, lost. How to get it back? She said, okay, you can get it back. Pray to Vishnu. He will fulfill your desire. She did a special vrata known as Payo Vrata. And by the power of her vrata, Vishnu appeared. Said, Mother, what do you want? She said, I want my son should get their kingdom back. So Vishnu said, okay, fine, I'll do the needful. Then later on, Vishnu was born to Aditi and Kashyap as Vaman Dev. Dwarf. Vaman means dwarf, chota. Vaman Dev, a Brahmana. And when he was born, everyone came and somebody gave him deer skin, somebody gave him a pot, somebody gave him a stick, somebody gave him an umbrella. It's all described in Srimad Bhagavatam. And then Vaman Dev walked towards the arena where Bali Maharaj was doing tapasya, not tapasya, yagya, to continue his position of Indra. Because you cannot go by force. By force we can go once. But if you go by force, then no guarantee will remain connected or not connected. Just like our Chandrayaan 3, it's sleeping. They are not able to wake it up. They are sending signals from here. It was in the news. I don't know it woke up or not, but it's not woke up. It just went into permanent sleep. So we cannot go by force. It has to go by, by qualification. So Bali Maharaj wanted to become qualified to continue on the position of Indra by doing lot of yagya. So there Vaman Dev came in the arena, and when Bali Maharaj saw, my God, what an effulgent Brahmana is coming. And Bali Maharaj was very devout to Brahmana, because he knew that only by the power of Brahmana I can continue to be the position of Indra. So as soon as he saw such an amazing Brahmana coming, he said, oh Brahman Dev. He welcomed and said, I want to give you charity. Please ask me, what do you want? And Vaman Dev said, no, I don't want anything. So Bali Maharaj pushed a lot. Ask something, ask something. Then Vaman Dev said, okay, if you want to give me just 3 steps of land. Bali Maharaj said, come on, I can give you a nice wife. I can give you a few villages. I can give you a kingdom. You're just asking for 3 steps of land. Grow up, ask something big. He said, if I am not satisfied with 3 steps of land, I won't be satisfied with a kingdom also. I have to learn to be self-satisfied. So give me just 3 steps of land. There's a Vaman Dev. Dad is also asking 3 steps. So Bali Maharaj was a little worried. He said, what, 3 steps? He was feeling, I am not able to satisfy a Brahmana. Finally, Vaman Dev said, okay, fine, you are ready to give 3 steps. You do, take Achman and take a vow, taking water Achman. At that time, his Guru Sukracharya said, hey, Bali, be careful. This person who is coming as a Vaman, actually he is Supreme God Vishnu. He is coming from the side of the Devata, other party. As soon as you will promise him that you are going to give him 3 steps of land, what he will do, he will start expanding his body. And in 2 steps only, he will cover the whole universe. You will not have 3rd place also to give him. 3rd step ke liye bhi jagah nahi rahega. Bali said, if he is God, then it is my duty to surrender everything to him. I must surrender everything to him. Sukracharya said, You will be bereft of everything. You will have nothing. Actually, it is described that Sukracharya is worried that if he gives everything to Vamandev, then he will not give me even my dakshina also, He'll become so poor. So I have to stop him. Anyways, Bali Maharaj was a great devotee already. He said, no, no, no. If he is God, then I must give him. He promised him 3 steps of land. As soon as Vamandev got the 3 steps of land, he got the confirmation that yes, he will give. As Sukracharya told, he started expanding his body. That's why he's known as Trivikrama. Trivikrama in 3 steps. In 1 step, he covered the whole universe. Second step, he covered the top of the universe and made a hole also. And from that hole, what is coming? Ganga. You all are scholars, you all know. From that hole, Ganga is coming. And that Ganga is flowing on this earth planet finally. And then Vamandev asked Bali Maharaj, so Bali, where do I keep my 3rd step? 2 steps I covered everything. Where do I keep my 3rd step? And then Bali Maharaj said, you keep on my head. That is called complete surrender. Said, I am the possessor of all this. So being a possessor, I am more precious than all this. So you have not yet kept your step on my head. So keep on my head and fully surrendered. That's why there is a word in Hindi called Balidan. Suna hai aap logon ne? Which is used for various materialistic purpose. So Balidan de diya. Balidan means you give everything to Vishnu. Then it is Bali ka dan. Like how Bali Maharaj gave everything to Vishnu. Give everything for Vishnu, then it is Balidan. If you are giving everything for the planet, for the nation, for the dog, family, that's not Balidan. You give your life fighting with soldiers, fighting with terrorists and all, that's okay. You are doing something for the nation. But that's not Balidan. Balidan means you do something what Bali did. Bali gave everything for Vishnu. So that is Balidan, actual Balidan. So that happened. So there's a beautiful verse written by Jayadev Goswami glorifying Bali Maharaj and Vaman Dev. You can try to repeat behind me. Chalayasi Vikramane Bali Madhabhuta Vaman. Chalayasi Vikramane Bali Madhabhuta Vaman. Padanakhanira Janita Jana Pavan. Keshavadrita Vamana Rupa. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Keshavadrita Vamana Rupa. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Vaman Dev ki. Please read the translation.
O Lord of the universe, O Lord Hari, who have assumed the form of a drop Brahman. All glories to you, O wonderful drop. By your massive steps, you deceived King Bali, and by the Ganges water that has emanated from the nails of your lotus feet, you deliver all living beings within this world.
So this is the Vaman Dwadashi. I told you in very short, but if you read in Srimad Bhagavatam, this is explained in 7-8 chapters with so much of details, conversation and everything, very detailed conversation. It's very beautiful. The pastime of Bali Maharaj, who could conquer the whole planet, he surrendered everything to Vaman Dev. We have not conquered anything. And we are little, doubtful. Surrender? Oh, surrender. These guys, they always tell surrender. No, I cannot surrender. We have so much of restriction, we have so much of assumptions, and we have so much of, we have covered ourselves. I cannot surrender. I don't have time. I cannot chant more than 2 rounds. No time. But you see, Bali Maharaj, he was ruling the whole planet, whole universe. So powerful king. When Vamandev came, he said, surrender. Someone said, okay, please, Prabhuji, send Vamandev in my life also, I will surrender. But that you have to become qualified like Bali Maharaj. So for right now, we should surrender by reading the pastime only. What is the symptom of surrender? I follow 4 regulative principles: no meditating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. I chant every day. Try to chant 16 rounds every day. Stay with devotees. We have a youth center here. Give up your comfortable family life where nicely mother is making nice food. We also have nice food, but no one is there at the home to tell you to get up in the morning. No one at the home to tell you